Happy Friday, everybody. We made it to the weekend. Hope it was a good week. Today I've decided to showcase the Azorius Artifacts build that was piloted by pizzamogul into Mythic number 618. It was 39 and 17 for a 70% win rate. Didn't come up against a lot of Rakdos prowess, which without the instant speed interaction, I could struggle a little bit with this. The only hope is really to get a well-timed No More Lies. But the other matchups looked pretty favorable. This is a 0 creature list, so all of the mono black decks that are running Go for the Throats and Cut Downs and things like that will have no really great targets in this one. It's kind of centered around the Simulacrum Synthesizer. Whenever you play an artifact with 3 or more, you then create a construct. And we've also got the Cryptic Coat, which creates an unblockable creature, and you can return the Cryptic Coat to your hand and then play it again, so it can kind of be a difficult thing for some of the control matchups to deal with if they don't counter it. We've got the Braided Net, which allows you to tap something at instant speed, and you can then craft it into a way to draw cards, and then it goes back into your library and cycles again, gives you some decent dig. Clayfired Bricks gives you an Anthem once you craft it with an artifact for 7, but it gains you 2 life and helps you find your land drops so that you don't stumble on lands. No More Lies and 3 Steps Ahead, and we've got Lay Down Arms for a little bit of interaction, so we can exile the problematic mice. And we're running the Farsight Ritual, which was the one that was kind of theoretically going to replace the Memory Deluge instead of the Spellgyre. And kind of curious to see how this one plays. I haven't gotten to play with it yet. 4 copies of Sunfall for hating on the go-wide strategies like Celestia Rabbits and Boros Convoke. And then we've got Chimil the Inner Sun. Once it resolves, then your stuff can't be countered. But at the beginning of your end step, you then discover 5 and kind of gives you an additional win con. So this one's not running the Thousand Moon Smithy, not running some of the ramp that we see sometimes with like the Thran Foundry, I think it's called. And you can see that this was at least originally a best of 3 list, so I'm not going to go through the best of 3 sideboard, but really curious to see how Azorius Artifacts is doing in best of 1. It did take down a top 3 finish on Sunday in the standard challenge, so I know it's a decent best of 3 deck. So with that, I'm going to kind of showcase some games, probably play it for, 5 or 6, and try to get a good feel for the deck. So please enjoy. All right, we're going first. We've got the Meticulous Archive tap lands. We've got the No More Lies. And then we've got the 3 Steps Ahead. Only downside with this hand is that we do have 2 turn 2s. If we're start out with the Archive, see if we can hit a tap land. Chimil be nice to draw later in the game. It really depends on the matches. I'm going to go for an untapped land here so that we can go turn 2, turn 3. Ooh, we got red. Okay. Alright, shields are going to be down for a turn. If we don't hit a land, we didn't hit a land. Seems fine. Do they have the Felonious Rage to give it haste? It did not. Downside to keeping the tap land is I can't lay down arms and keep up the counterspell. I think Braided Net's okay here. And just tap them down for a while. Does trigger the synthesizer. Heartfire Hero can hit you for a ton of damage though, so it's one of those cards that I'm a little bit concerned about. We're going to go removal and here next turn. And I don't really just want to counterspell their combat tricks. So I think I'm going to go with tapping the Heartfire Hero down. And then do the lay down arms and the 3 Steps Ahead next turn. Going for the Demonic Ruckus, that's fine, because we're going to exile it. Ah, no more lies. Very good. All right, so let's go with lay down arms, and then we'll keep up the counterspell. They do get a card draw this way. And they had enough. Okay, we're going first. We've got 3 tap lands, and our only piece of interaction is lay down arms. Sketchy keep. I'm gonna go for the Surveil here. Synthesizer is our win con. I think I'll keep the Synthesizer. I do want to keep hitting my land drops, but we have the clay-fired bricks for that. Hop Hatch Recruit. Okay, so this is going to be the Celestia bunnies. Another Synthesizer. I think if we just start slamming Synthesizers, it's okay. Alright. Just going to try to slow them down here. Case of the Uneaten Feast, giving them life. Could have searched and then played the untapped land, but might as well get the tap land down. Now we just start slamming Synthesizers. And we see if they've had enough. Again, we don't need the untapped land this turn, so I'm just going to go with playing the tap land out. Lots of tap lands. Nope. Well, let's see. So we already have land 5. Bricks gives us land 6, so I think we can bottom both. Clay-fired bricks won't trigger. The simulate. Oh, wow, I can't believe that. That's hilarious. All right, here we go. Release the beef. Cryptic Coat seems okay. It triggers the Synthesizers. Oh, Clay-fired bricks is gonna shuffle it away anyway. I do think I'd like to get the land down so I can do Chimil. We have other artifacts in the deck to trigger our Synthesizers. See, they remove... I bet they remove the 5/5. We get 2 more next turn, though. Okay, that's some spice. We need to hit a Sunfall eventually against this deck. Stopping their attack there, though, is pretty nice. And I do like how the clay-fired bricks smooth the land draws. Give you some life stabilization as well. Okay. Could also do the Simulacrum Synthesizer and the Braided Net if we're afraid we're gonna die. I don't think we're gonna die. I guess we get more value out of this play next turn with the Chimil. Because, like, Chimil can whiff. Alright. Let's go with the double trigger. This creates another Synthesizer and blocks a play. I think that's okay. Will we have enough mana to do it, though? We'd have to do 6. So it would be the entire play instead of playing Chimil. I'm gonna go look for a Sunfall. Because if we get a Sunfall, then their hopes and dreams are really crushed. Now, I think we've actually got enough here that I could swing the 12-12. I can tap the 4-4, and then we've got the 5 back on defense. I don't know if we need to chip in damage, if it just makes me more susceptible to them killing me. Triggers on attack. This one gets bigger. So if they give everything on their board +1/+1, that's the biggest problem. Like that. We're still able to block 4 things, though. Yeah. And they had enough. Okay, we've got a tap land. We've got no interaction. We've got 2 tap lands. We've got Clayfire Bricks, Cryptic Coat, and Synthesizer. This one seems like a more fair hand. Lead out with the tap land. And I think I'm going to try to play the other tap land later. When we do 2-3 turn 3s in a row. Seems like a good time to get it down. And looks like we're up against Golgari mid-range. Ooh, that hurts. Duress getting the Synthesizer. Ouch. Okay, well, Golgari has a lot of good turn 3 plays, so it's kind of tempting to hold up the No More Lies, but it would also be really broadcast to do so, because they know my hand. So... Now, Chimmel, we can't flip this up, right? So when a permanent... We can flip it up if it's a creature card, so since it's not a creature card, we can't do that. And then Glissa can destroy enchantments, but not artifacts. And they can't be blocked, so... Strike. That would have been a good one to counter, for sure. So we go for the tap land, and either we hold up No More Lies, or we play the Synthesizer. I think I like counterspelling them and then just start the race. The upside is I could return this and play the counterspell if I play it more mana efficient. Alright, I'm going to go for the mana efficiency. Sunfall's pretty good to have, isn't... Golgari does not like to see Sunfalls. Yeah, sure. Alright, so let's see what we could have blocked. We could have blocked Shieldred. That one would have been a good one to block. It's a lot of damage to take to set up the Sunfall. I kind of think they'll play into one more, though, right? Choices. I feel like my No More Lies is better the earlier I get it off. I think I'm going to go for blocking. And see if they keep developing into the board. And we can return this at instant speed. It doesn't have to be a sorcery. So I'm agreeing to go to at least 12. Now it looks like even more, and they did not play around the No More Lies. We do want to get rid of Lily. That's one of their best tools against us. Take 1 more damage from Shieldred, but we prevent them from drawing a card. Feels okay to me. Okay, so we go to 11. That would be a nice one to get with the Sunfall because it doesn't recur over and over. I was kind of hoping they were going to play out that card instead of playing Lily. So we go 11. Okay, so we're at 6. I could play out the Cryptic Coat and keep up the counterspell. Go for 1 more chump block, and then that probably gets the... I think I want to play the Sunfall as late as I possibly can. And this will trigger the synthesizer, so we get more chump blockers. Nice thing about the coat, you can just keep triggering the synthesizer. So that's pretty cool. Alright, well, Deep Cavern Bat, we can't let that happen. Now, hopefully they play out the Dread Knight. Still have to get through 4 more cards, though. And then we have the cottages to deal with. Huh. Interesting that they're attacking with Shieldred and allowing it to trade. I guess maybe they're sniffing out the Sunfall. I guess maybe they're just thinking I don't have enough life. They also might have had removal to protect the Shieldred. Oh, okay. Oh, the rest of this cottage is gonna kill me. So if I Sunfall, then they play the Dread Knight out, and then they start hitting me for 4 turn. Guess I'm gonna go for the 3 steps ahead to copy Synthesizer? It just gives me 1 blocker though, right? If I copy Cryptic Coat... that would work. I could copy the Cryptic Coat. Both are enters, not played. Okay, I might be taking too much damage from Shieldred here. Alright, so I have 6. So I can draw 2 cards and create a token. I hope this works. Braided net might be my answer for the cottage, so I think I'm going to do that instead of the Farsight Ritual, although the Farsight Ritual is card draw. We're just so thin. Oh wait. I didn't think about Shieldred hitting me for damage. This is going to 5. I shouldn't have drawn. They've been doing well to not play into the Sunfall. Yeah, see, they're just like, they're staggering it so well. And now they can do the Restless Anchorage, or the Restless Cottage, and I don't have an answer. And I don't have enough mana. Can I double activate? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 5. Okay, so this line would be going to 1. Right. And they didn't play out the other Dread Knight. Shot their own dude. Sunfall kills 1. That feels bad. I need to be able to get my board developed, so it's really sad that I wasn't able to target the synthesizer. So I guess I ended up taking a similar amount of damage. Maybe I should have targeted the synthesizer as a way to get kind of back. Oh no, Virtue of Persistence. Well, at least that's better than them taking me to 1. I need 5 to be able to bounce the Cryptic Coat. See, Craft is only as a sorcery, but it would give me another creature that would be able to attack next turn. So they're going to play Shieldred. I'm going to go to 3. I'm not sure tapping's actually important. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they still can't double Restless Anchorage me. I think I'm going to craft this. Okay. Don't have enough though, do I? Maybe I needed it to tap to get around the Shieldred. Well, that gets rid of the Sunfall. So I'm not going to be able to I'm not going to be able to do the braided net. I need Sunfall, so that Deep Cavern Bat's really screwing everything up. Because if I was able to Sunfall this, they have a Mosswood Dread Knight and a Deep Cavern Bat to be able to get rid of. Doesn't feel that bad. Okay, I also can't draw, because if I draw, I die from Shieldred. Ah, dang it. Oh man, we were so close. Damn you, Deep Cavern Bat. Is there any way I can kill the bat? I don't think there is. It would have been a good time to hit a lay down arms. But they have infinite chump blockers at this point. Alright, so that gives me... Yeah, I'm just dead to the bat. Dead to the bat and the Shieldred draw. So if I'd been able to Sunfall that turn and they didn't play bat, they wouldn't have had... They would have no creatures on mine to bring back with the Virtue. And we would just have to survive from the Restless Cottage, which I guess we would be dead from. So we... No, because I would have Sunfall and been able to have 2 up to make the token. Anyway, it was a close game. I think this is a favored matchup for Golgari. But maybe I spent too long trying to make my Sunfall big. Good game. Good game. I'll let you kill me with the Shieldred draw. We go big? Alright, opponent is going first, and we have Braided Nets into Sunfall. Cryptic Coat. Seems like we can, like, stall their plays until we hit the Sunfall. Seems decent enough, unless we're up against control. Always lead out with the tap land. We have no turn 2. Looks like we're up against Dimir control. There are no creatures in this deck, so Cryptic Coat is never going to like cloak a creature that you can flip. But it still has some cool synergies. So I'm guessing this is Dimir control, and I don't want to just play my Cryptic Coat into their counterspell. I guess I could test the waters with a Braided Net. Maybe they counter it. No, that was really quick. This can be problematic for control. Okay, were they doing the old pump fake? Oh, that resolved pretty instantly. Cut down, fair. Spellgar, very good. Get it out while I don't have anything to counter it with. Okay, what are we doing over here? We got Cruel Cause, Heist. pings me for 1, but I think I'll just bounce this and then replay it. Controls should theoretically have a hard time as long as we can hit our synthesizers. The fact we haven't hit any yet is a little bit not great. Want to hold up the 3 steps ahead? I think we should. Let's go with a swing here. Manland check, nothing to blow up with the demolition field. See if they have removal. Okay. Restless Anchorage against the control decks feels okay. Could also just dig for our I think I'm going to end turn here. We could dig for our simulacrum synthesizers. That would be an okay option. But I think we'll just go with this. Eric's is fine. I'm not even sure this is right, but like we have so many braided nets, I'm not too worried about using the counters here. No, did they finally hit into a counterspell? And if I bounce this, I lose my unblockable? Maybe. Could do this to create a token of the Cryptic Coat. Okay, they're not really doing anything. Let's just, I guess 6. If I do this on 6, I get to draw 2 cards and then discard a card. Instead of playing the Cryptic Coat. Alright, let's blow up their Myrics. See how they feel about that. That makes me feel less like they've got a counterspell. Could start attacking with the Restless Anchorage as well, but I think they've got some destroy stuff waiting for the Restless Anchorage. I think I go for the Cryptic Coat and the Braided Net here. I don't know Dimir control well enough. It's possible that I should save my counterspell here. We do have 7 mana. Braided Net gets my artifact count up, though. The other thing, too, is if I keep 2 blue up, if they do have artifact hate, I can bounce the Cryptic Coat back to hand. If I tap out, then I can't return the Cryptic Coat. And I think this pause here means that they have a counterspell, and they're just debating about whether or not to use it. I think I like passing more than playing the braided net. Can't be countered, so they don't have to pay the ward. That means they get in for poison damage. They have a whole hand over there. They've got to play something. That is card draw. Don't like that card. Kind of tempted to try and race them by making a copy of the Cryptic Coat, though. Because the win con of this deck is just card value, I imagine. Wow. Okay, they didn't. They didn't want to play the control match out, I guess. It is a long and grindy one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Azorius Artifacts feels like it's in an okay spot, you know. Struggles a little bit maybe against mono red. Depends on what, if you get your No More Lies or not. And yeah, all in all, pretty fun deck. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know how it's been operating for you and whether or not you've got some, you know, spicy inclusions. Like like I mentioned, it's not running some of the cards that we saw in the best of 3 tournament winners that I went over on Monday. So with that, take care, and I will see you all tomorrow for the Meta Breaker, which I believe it looks like Mono Black Discard won the vote. So I'll be doing another little gameplay video for you guys. And then on Sunday, I've got a whole list full of Mythic decks. And then on Monday, best of 1, best of 3 meta review. Meta's starting to feel a little bit more like it's slowing down. There's less craziness going on. So have a wonderful weekend, and I will catch you all later.